YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in Total War Shogun 2 with some more Takeda campaign action. I can't quite attack this Shony army, which is unfortunate. I've got another group of men headed around the back way to try and pin them just in case they try and run. So we'll catch them. All my forces are pushing forward at this time, which is good news. And soon enough, these fire rockets are going to catch up with the army of Takeda Shingen, which is going to be exciting. Let's go ahead and move up this agent. I've got more agents. Let's just keep these guys kind of moving up towards the front. Yeah, I think we're good there. What do we got here? Matchlock Samurai. Does this army... Oh yeah, everybody needs Matchlock Samurai. What am I talking about? So let's get this group over here. Another Matchlock Samurai group, and let's get them the same way. Just keep all these guys moving up to the front so we can improve those armies. These Shinobi have used their movement points. 7 turns from finishing this research, which is good. And I believe that is all I need to do through the remainder of this turn. Those guys are repairing. Okay, let's go ahead and end the turn. I want to get a good push on Kyoto going. Somehow my vassal continues to survive, even against fairly overwhelming odds. A lot of enemy navies about. We need to get all of our military ports finished so I can build cannon bunets and other strong naval vessels with which to deal with them. The Imagawa are all but gone. I think on the next turn here they will be gone. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of enemy navies over here. This port is upgrading. It's getting closer. Let's go ahead to the dry dock there. Yeah. So let's go ahead and send what ships we have just to slow down our enemies. We'll just kind of head over this way, keep those 2 fleets together. And I think we're still finishing military ports down here as well. We are. All these ports are in the process of being constructed. So that is good news. What good news is we'll be done soon enough. So this should be the end of the Imagawa. Gonna peacefully occupy there. Clan destroyed. Imagawa. So they are dead. Ding dong, the dorks are dead. Gonna upgrade that. Upgrade to the dry dock. And then we'll try and upgrade that settlement just a little bit. We can go ahead and switch matchlocks in here. We're gonna pull the imported matchlocks out. And put the matchlock samurai in. And we'll just leave these guys as a garrison in the vicinity. These matchlocks need to meet up with that army. Keep catching up with Shingen with these guys. And Shingen probably does not have to stay at the settlement. In fact, I do not want him to. I want to start moving up towards Kyoto with him. Really important that I try and get Shingen all the way to Kyoto before it's too late. Gonna move up all these agents. What do we got here? 2 monks. Probably just need 1. Yeah. Okay. Merchant Guild. Let's go ahead and torch that and build a Buddhist monastery there. Okay. I think... Yeah, let's see. What troops are these? These are my katana. So where are these guys going? Okay, they are... Are they trying to meet up with which army? Looks like this one. Yeah, they're trying to meet up with that army. Let's go ahead and start pulling them all the way around that way so that we can meet up with them. This army is somewhat retrained. Let's see about taking care of the Shony because they tried to step around me back here. So we're going to attack them. They have a lot of katana cavalry. Good thing is they are shy on infantry, and I have a ton of infantry. Not completely unexpected, the Shony have some imported matchlock Eshigaru. Let's go ahead and fight this. They do have a lot of katana cavalry, but since I have so many spears, I feel like this is going to work in my favor. Again, this is not Total War Attila, where cav spam would poop all over spears. Alright. Take out this invasion force, and then these two armies can get focused on moving back up towards the front lines where they can support me in moving faster. May not hurt. Well, I don't necessarily have to leave an army in the back lines, but I am going to have to get some strong navies that can make sure enemy fleets don't get behind me. So definitely need the strong navies, is the long and short of that. So okay, we're just going to have a nice, long, thick Yari front here. And then just put our samurai units on the flanks for extra support against the katana cavalry, which is no doubt going to come there. And we'll put some cav to support those spear units on each flank. Of course. Got our general. Okay, push up. I attacked them, which means they're going to want to camp, but I don't really think they're going to want to camp because I have such a missile supremacy. So we will see. Are they heading for this bigger hill? They might be. I'm going to just go ahead and push my men forward. Yeah, they're heading for the bigger hill. There's always a bigger hill. That's the AI's mentality, at least. Well, I'm going to get there and get my guys positioned to shoot them as they try and take position on that hill. So feel free to take it now, dirtbags. Got my archers ready to start firing up at you, and then my spearmen will be waiting at the bottom. Do need to let my guys rest for a second, hopefully, before I put them into a spear wall. They have a bow Ashigaru approaching. Okay, got my bows. Putting down fire all over the enemy at the moment. Okay, we're getting all kinds of excellent shots on their katana cav, and then I'm returning their bow Ashigaru fire over here. Their guys, though, have a better position uphill and in the woods.
Hidden units, my lord, treacherously meant to ambush us.
I'm just gonna sit here and fire away at this katana cav if they're gonna be stupid enough to let me do it. Now they've got even more bow units. Ooh, they got imported matchlocks moving up. Fall back. Let's fall back here. And we will focus fire those matchlocks. Make sure our general's safe from the range of the matchlocks. Okay, focus fire the matchlocks. They're gonna get a few kills.
Treacherously meant to ambush us.
Yeah, the guys turn around all stupid on here just like they do in Rome 2. I don't remember it being that way, but it sure is. There we go. Those imported matchlocks are going to get wrecked awfully quick. Their bows are going to be firing, but they're not going to get like super quick kills. I mean, they'll be pretty good. But I want to get rid of these matchlock. They're causing a pretty fair amount of damage in the center. Bow Ashigaru fire so much slower than the bow monks that I've been so spoiled with recently. They've got several bow units over here. Bow samurai, one of them as well. The AI wants to sit back and shoot my Yari Ashigaru. I don't think that's a very smart option for him. I'm going to pull my decent units further back because that's what the AI seems to want to shoot at. Now they've come forward a little. Bow Ashigaru. Wow, they do have a lot of bow units, actually. More than I recall seeing. So we probably shouldn't just sit here and take this. Let's rush. We've got the infantry supremacy anyway. I'm just going to push all my Yari forward in Yari wall. Get my Katana Cav in here. Or my, sorry, my Yari Samurai into their Katana Cav. Whoa, there's the ninjas. My guys are getting chewed up a little bit. Let's get these cavalry around. My rapid advance Yari Samurai got these guys. I'm going to try and get around behind enemy lines with this cavalry. Just going to keep pressure. My guys are getting a pretty significant ninja bombing in the center. Okay, more cavalry. Let's get them in here. I'm going to target that Katana Cav up on top of the hill. Got all my Yari Ashigaru into combat, though they are fighting uphill. I mean, they all are in formation, which is good, and they're causing a lot of damage that way. Gonna bring my general up to support the morale of my Ashigaru here. I'm gonna try and rally up some of my weaker units. Trying to get their Katana Cavalry dead. Let's go ahead and keep firing at the Katana Cav. We are wrapping up some Katana Cav over here. My center is getting torn up a decent bit here, but it looks like we finally routed the enemy. And I think that's going to be pretty much the end of it. Their Katana Cav are fighting downhill, but they don't have spears. That's going to be a poor engagement. My main line has pushed theirs back. Yeah, so mostly just their men fleeing at this point. So, yep. Shony army pretty much destroyed. Any losses I take here are Ashigaru, and if I want, I can even replace them with better troops. So it's not going to be a big deal. I'm going to try not to upgrade these armies to better troops, though, just so I have plenty of money to get a good navy. Because the upkeep on these guys is so much lower. That is sufficient. Good job, men. Good job. Just quickest way to the front lines. That's what I want you to do. This army, same thing. Just start heading to the front lines. Okay, I think we have moved as many of these troops, almost as many of these troops as the turn-in will allow. Okay, this army is capable of moving a little bit on this turn. This general can rank up. Oh, he's the one that I'm waiting on stand and fight. So he's still got a little ways to go. Okay, the question is, do we want to move with this army? I think we do. See if we can pick off one of these little Chosokabe armies. Okay. We are in foreign territory, which is not ideal, but we'll be okay. Let's see. No armies on any of those fleets, so that's good. How many turns till I get my docks down here? 1. Looks like most of them. Good. Let's go ahead and end the turn and get to those docks so I can start training siege tower bunets and hopefully cannon bunet, all kinds of whatever we can train. Basically all kinds of gunpowder ships is what I want. Not worried about their fleets unless they're carrying troops. Otherwise their fleets are going to be mostly harmless because I'm not relying on trade for my economy as is. Dedicated seafarers. Well, ain't that special. These guys are taking winter attrition, so we need to get them out of enemy territory. Now they're out of enemy territory and back into friendly. Yeah, so winter is definitely not the time to be campaigning in this game. Let's go ahead and move our ninjas up and start sabotaging anything we can that belongs to the Ashikaga Shogunate. Ninja executed. That kind of sucks. Ninja executed. Or no, successful. So we only lost 1 ninja. I shouldn't have a sake den too far away, so let's go ahead and recruit that ninja back. Sake dens are plentiful within my provinces, so Okay, so where was the army that needed these guys? Not them. Not them. Not them. So, who did need these? Those guys are looking good. Those guys have got their infantry. Okay, it's this army. Takeda Nobushige. Yeah, let's go ahead and move him up here. There we go. Now that army is whole. I'm not worried about these little Yari cav back here raiding. Where did I want to put these guys as well? So they have Matchlock Samurai. They have Matchlock Samurai. These guys have Matchlock Ashigaru. And these ones are imported Matchlock, but those are gold accuracy. These Matchlock Ashigaru are pretty craptacular, so let's join these guys up here. Swap. There we go. Let's maybe send these guys to chase them down if they can catch them. Definitely want these guys to start making their way all the way to Kyoto. That way we can use the fire rockets in the siege of Kyoto, which ought to be quite fun. Okay, let's check out these ports. What can we recruit from just a military port? Oh, sweet, we can get Kanabune. Oh yeah, Takabune. So we're gonna put a couple of Kanabune in a fleet. That one looks like it's. But we can go ahead and start building siege tower. Bune's there. Let's start building a couple of Takabun's there. They take a long time. So we'll just kind of split up the workload amongst all these ports so that I can put these navies together quicker. Hopefully more efficiently. Yeah, still not worried about these fleets over here, so I'm just going to ignore them. They are of little concern to me at the moment. Let's end another turn so we can get out of winter. Oh, how much longer will Takeda Shingen last? He's an old man. I think he's almost 60. And with all the sake dens in my realm, that can't be good for his cardio health. Excellent. Mounting unrest in Mikawa. We also had a monk level up. Probably one of these dudes. Nope. Is it here? Nope. That's the general I'm waiting for stand and fight. Where's my monks? Monk. Not you. Not you. Not you. Here he is. Alright. Zeal when inciting unrest. Converting characters may be handy. Let's go ahead and give him that. Okay. I think we are free to keep marching on Kyoto. Okay, here is Takeda Shingen. We want him to kind of lead the way. He's got some nice campaign movement range. Let's go ahead and continue the siege here. Send these guys up to support. And let's see. Let's get this ninja. I'd kind of like to bring him up here as well. I can't do any sabotage with these guys. Okay. Well, I mean, I can, but they suck, and I'm probably just going to end up getting them executed. Let's just put these guys to scout the army and see if we can build them up a little bit of knowledge base that way. And let's put monks in these armies too to shore up the morale. And I'm going to march towards Issei. Okay, so we'll take out Issei with that army. Just leave those matchlocks there. This army, kind of thinking about heading up to Tango. Go ahead and keep moving those guys up. Or maybe we should just put an all-out push towards Kyoto right here for now, because the north is not as much of a concern. This monk probably no longer needs to be back here, so let's push him up. Mikawa is the one that actually needed a monk, so I shouldn't have walked past right there. Let's actually take this garrison and put it down here. That's actually still not enough to make them happy. What is this? I do have a monk. Let's bring him down here to minister to that settlement. There we go. So Mikawa will calm down now. So I got some siege tower bune there and here. Let's bring those over there. We'll gather up the Oataka bune. Let's go ahead and put that Buddhist temple in there. Recruitment, so we've got 2 siege, we're going to have a total of 4 siege tower bunes now. I've got a couple of Oataka bune. Let's maybe grab a couple of heavy bune. Bow kabaya, firebomb kabaya. Yeah, let's just kind of let those. Are there any of these that need to be upgraded to dry docks? I don't think so. Okay, I think we're good. Back here. One more turn until we get to the port I want. Yeah, these Shony and Chosokabe fleets, I mean, the worst thing they can do is just go push my trade fleet off all the way up north, but even that's not really going to kill me, per se. I know some of you want me to do a siege battle, so that's what I'll do. Let's go ahead and siege here, because we should get reinforcements, and we'll have tons of melee troops, like enough to overcome. So I'm going to put control large army, and let's fight this siege, because some of you have wanted to see a siege battle. I don't find the siege battles in this game to be anything amazing, but they're not bad. Really just a lot of very tedious work with your bows in order to destroy enemy bows and then pick at their infantry, because if you just rush into the castle, you're going to take a ton of losses because they have unbreakable morale. The AI already gets buffs to their accuracy and stats, plus they're in the castle, you know, so it kind of compounds. So you just have to be a little bit meticulous about it. Okay, let's start the deployment. And we can just approach right here from this shallow water side with this army. Or actually, it looks like our reinforcements are coming from this side, so let's split up. Come from both sides of the map. Naginata Samurai are decent at siege battles too, because they have high armor and they can be a decent unit to kind of rush up and torch gates because they'll take the fewest losses. There's Takeda Shingen. Bow monks are going to be critical. Using their ammo wisely is always a good idea here. Okay, just take all these guys and move up over here.
My lord, a glorious victory will soon be yours.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. They did have a bow monk in their castle. That is a Chosokabe bow samurai. Okay, there's the bow monk. So all their archers are facing my bow monks, with the exception of that bow Eshigaru. Okay, we do have a lot of matchlock samurai that we could take advantage of here as well. I have these relatively throwaway Yari. I'm thinking we kind of bring them in loose formation to soak up a little enemy fire and to draw the fire of the enemy towers. They are extremely replaceable units, so let's let the Ashigaru push forward. The other army is moving into position. Yep, we're already under bow fire from the tower, so I mean there's going to be pretty substantial bow fire. I'm going to push my bow monks forward. Oh yeah, lots of bow fire. They've got 2 bow warrior monks up there. My guys are getting absolutely crapped on here. Holy cow. Yeah, their guys are just absolutely wrecking my Yari Ashigaru. I'm going to just bum rush the castle and see if I can get there.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shame for
I'm going to let my
this
bow
day.
monks return some fire. Okay, I'm taking some pretty heavy return fire on my bow Ashigaru. They only have this single Chosokabe bow Ashigaru over here. Let's move up to where we can put it on check. We're definitely taking some hits over here. And let's get Yari Ashigaru, Katana Sam. Katana Sam. No, I don't want the cavalry. Just infantry units right now. And let's rush this side of the castle where the AI is a little bit weak. Over here, the AI is standing quite tall. Oh my gosh. Wow, my matchlocks are getting wrecked before they can ever even get in position. Holy cow, run away from that. Holy crap. Holy crap. I'm going to lose those units. Well, I knew it would be fast, but wow. I figured they had a little bit of armor. Yeah, I'm going to lose that one matchlock unit. It's a good thing I have those fire rockets on the way. Just the sheer amount of bow fire being returned on this side of the battlefield is like absolutely insane. Okay, I got matchlocks moving up that can fire at anything garrisoned. Let's get these Nagi samurai. I'm going to try and torch the gates and then just crawl up everywhere else I can. There we go. I mean, I've got my... Holy crap, man. My guys are getting eaten alive over here. The bow fire coming off of this side of the fortress is extreme. Okay, let's hurry and rush the fort over here. We're going to need to. It's going to be pretty darn risky, but let's bring Shingen up here. Try and support the morale of these units that are going into an extremely hostile environment. They have got Katana Samurai coming dead at me. And the enemy is just rushing me with everything they have on this side. So let's get Shingen up here and to stand and fight as quickly as possible. Come on, Shingen. We're going to lose this unit of Nagi Samurai there. We're going to have to set up like another place to train units from. Come on, Shingen, get up here. Son, what the heck are you going so slow for? Let's rally all those units. Let's inspire one of them. Drop a stand and fight. These units you need to get over here into the back of this mess. This ended up being way more costly than I expected. Or needed, for that matter. Okay, my guys are in the influence of stand and fight, which means they're going to be extremely strong, and they already have good morale from the monk that's in their army. So attack that samurai retainer. Attack these bows. Get over here into that Yari Ashigaru. Let's see, where's all of these cav units? Let's go ahead and move them across. We have got to get in here and make something happen. Let's just everybody get in here, please. Get over here. Get over here. My men are fighting to the almost death over here under extremely heavy opposition. Those Yari Ashigaru garrison are getting torn up. Bows are getting torn up. Okay, all their units are now wavering. This is pretty fantastic for me. Just everybody get up here. Okay, I've got some... Okay. We should be able to wipe out what's left of the enemy here. They're in a brutal fight, fighting to the death. But I've got them completely surrounded now. Takeda Shingen's here, which makes them afraid. However, they still won't rout. But they, my guys are fighting under the influence of a monk in the army and Takeda Shingen and stand and fight. So my guys aren't going to stand a lot more tall than this in any situation. But like I said, this is the challenge of siege battles, is that the enemy fights to the absolute death. And that is exactly what these guys are doing. But yeah, let's watch the last stand of the Chosokabe here. Their archers were unbelievably awesome in this fight. Plus, I managed my units unbelievably bad, so I'm going to have to make up for some lost units. Just sad, because all my good units got trained from so far back. But you know what? We'll live. It's not like it's going to be the end of the campaign. Surely we can find another good place to train some units from. Is there something... There we go. It's like, are we waiting on something there? Anyway, GG Chosokabe. I was actually kind of hoping I should have auto-resolved that, because it would have been a lot kinder to me. Holy crap, those Chosokabe bows on the wall. Fire rockets would have been extremely handy in that case, because I could have wrecked them. Really, the only thing I ended up losing was this Nagi Samurai here, which I do believe did have the extra armor, so that is unfortunate. Didn't lose anything in the other army, so that is fortunate. So that was actually pretty minimal losses. I'm gonna peacefully occupy here. So Takeda Shingen is within an earshot of Kyoto, with plenty of support to help him push forward. Yep, so we are definitely ready. I think on the next episode we should be able to siege Kyoto. I really want these fire rockets for that purpose, but it shows I'm still several turns away. And like I said, I just don't know how many turns to live that Takeda Shingen has. In this army, I think what I'm going to do is take this army, and let's just let's transfer one of these Katana Samurai. Okay, I can't quite get him there on this turn. But let's take this army and we'll recruit in. We will recruit in a nearby unit to replace it. So hope you all enjoyed this episode. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.